Okay, and Kai is saying check out problem 19. Guess we could do that. Archive. So you're working on those right now? Counting Sundays. Oh no. Okay, let's do this, but then that's enough for today. How many Sundays fell on the first of the month during the last 100 years? Yeah, Anarchy, I think they can be useful. One big drawback they have is they're hard to debug because as soon as you yield a generator in the debugger, you're messing up the function for the main program. So if we were yielding fib in the debugger, then we would be starting off one too late. But they make things like this look really nice and very readable. Yeah, honestly, I've never come across them in the wild, but they are good for these kind of coding questions. Oh, okay, so you did them after Advent of Code. They're a lot more mathy though than Advent of Code, right? So this is Sundays.js. Quokka. Start on current file. All right. So January 1. February has 28 days except on leap years. A leap year occurs on any year evenly divisible by 4, but not on a century unless it is divisible by 400. So the century here would be 2000, but 2000 is divisible by 400. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, doing math can be fun. The very heavy math part is usually not part of the Google interviews, though. Those are more focused on data structures and algorithms, but it is fun to do some math. Yeah, a leap year occurs on anything divisible by 4, so we would start at 1904. 2000 is divisible by 4, but it's a century, but it's also divisible by 400, so we can just leave out this last part here because of the time span that we're looking at. How many Sundays fell on the first of the month during the 20th century? Okay, so const Sundays is a function. Now, how do we want to do this? Yeah, when reading that, you know it was written by a mathematician. So we need to know this. And then a year has 365 days, right? And a leap year has 366. Oh, that's a neat idea. So Finn is saying you could just call new date get day for each month of the year for these 99 years, and then I guess check if there are, what are we checking for, Sundays? Yeah, and since we have Quokka installed, we can try this really easily. Can I copy and paste here? Yep. Okay, what does gray mean? That it's like working on it? oh, get day is equal to 0, and then the next one should be 2. Yeah, and 0 means it's a Monday. So what day is today? It's 2019 and it's February and it is 26. So if we do tomorrow, it should give us a 7. No? Am I doing this wrong? What is this? Why is 26 a 1? Maybe get day is not quite the right thing. Oh, it's still January. Never mind. Yeah, so Sundays should equal to a 6. I like that solution. And yes, somebody totally said I have to run Sundays and then I will see it's a 0. Okay, so for let I equal 1901, I less than 2000, less than or equal 2000, I plus plus, and let's make this easier for ourselves. For let month is equal to, does this work? Okay, the month is 1, month less than or equal 12, month goes up. Does this work if I leave out? Yeah, I can leave those out, right? Okay. So const day is equal to this. If day is equal to 6, let result is equal to 0, result plus plus, console log result, and here let's do a template year dash month dash first day. Well, Kai, I have support in the chat, no tricking me. So we're getting to 175. Does that make any sense? We have 100 years, 12 days, 12 months. So we have 100 years multiplied by 12 months with this many, and then assuming they are somewhat evenly distributed, this divided by 7, that is roughly 200, so the 175 is close. Okay, solution is a bit off because I think, are we doing the right dates? Why is the solution off? So we're going from January 1st, 1901. So until December 2000. So I think the year is good. Then the month goes from 1 to 12. And the day is year, month, get day. Why would the solution be off? So when I checked here, 27 is a Sunday, so it needs to be equal to 6. Missing last Sundays of December. But I do have 2012-01. Okay, I can pass you think this is maybe not how I should put it in? What would be wrong with this? Oh, that's the evil constructor. Why is it evil? Is it because month is off and, oh no. What's wrong with this? So what if I leave out the 0 here? Oh, I see what's wrong. Okay, so it can't handle it without the 0. Yeah, so that's why it's off. Even though I thought like 175 is sort of close enough to 200, but maybe it needs to be closer to 200. Why does it not understand this? That's such a bummer. One two was a Wednesday, I remember that. So is it maybe going the other direction? No. I don't understand why this doesn't work. Yeah, all right, so let's see. JavaScript date. I don't think the leading 0 can be omitted, because if we do this one here, 127, then we get 6, which is a Sunday. But if we do 219, 127, then all of a sudden we get 0. So that leading 0 does make a difference. For some reason it seems to be right, well, maybe right for 1, 1. Okay. So what are the different constructors here? I can have a date string, or I can do year, month, index, and then the day. Year, month, index. Okay, here, new date is equivalent. Oh, if you go up in the month, okay. Or I can put in a date string. All right. So let's try this one here, a new date. So it's a new date of the year, comma, month, but now month runs nicely from 0 to less than 12. And the day is always the first day. Is that now 0 or 1? Both create a day for. Okay, so the day is still the exact day, but the month is 0 based. Well, that makes no sense. Okay. Yes, my terminal output was 171 when I did that before. And now you're saying, now somebody was saying day needs to be 6, 0 for Sunday. Let's see. New date of 2019. The month is 0 and tomorrow is the 27th. Why would Sunday be a 0 all of a sudden? Okay, so if this is equal to 0, I'm getting 171 now. Oh, this one here? Yeah. So because you're getting 219.01.27, why am I getting 6 but you're getting 0? That is really confusing. So using the wrong string quotes. Because I was I'm wondering if it has to do with time zones. No, this doesn't make sense, right? Like the 27th, even if you move that to a different, like, yeah, I'm on node 10. That is so weird. Hi Deceiving, thanks for the follow. And we install 11, so you have 11.8. And what we were confused about was this one here was giving me 6. Nope, still getting 6. So at least it's consistent in node versions. Okay. 2019 127. Yep. Why would get day be different? Yeah, so without the get day call, I get exactly what you have. And you are doing 27, not today's date, right? Because I'm looking for the Sunday. Let's look up the JavaScript date get day function. Let's see if that has anything to say. So Sunday should be a 0. Yeah, Sunday should be 0 and not 6, because 6 also doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's good that they have the right solution, but why is this so off in the terminal? Why is 2019 127? Why is the day for that a 6 when other people see a 0? Yeah, so that should really be a... So if I do the 28th, okay, so at least it wraps around correctly. But somehow it thinks that the 27th is a Saturday. And this one here clearly is the 27th. I'm so glad I don't have to work with dates. JavaScript get date. So somebody suggested this one. We're not the first one with this problem. Okay, D and date. What's the difference here? D is a new date. Day is a get day. Okay. Day of the week according to local time. Like, I think the local time is the issue here. That's why I see a 6 and you a 0, but it is very confusing. Yeah, it must have to do with the time zone. Okay, so people are all upset that day doesn't return the date. Yeah, get over it. Yeah, correct value on desktop, but wrong value on mobile. That sounds... Yeah, probably time zones. No, thank you. That's exactly what we're doing. Europe and US, they did the year, month, day correct, but then get day, it was different. Okay. What if we both do date and UTC? So where would I put the UTC? Can I do that? No, this doesn't work, right? No, where do I put UTC? At the end of the string? Oh, I can do it without the new call. Sorry, I don't understand. Date.utc is not a number in my case. Why not? Oh, because I need to do 219. Is it 01 or is it 00? Guess that would be tomorrow. Oh, and now I could do, well, but the seconds, they always need to match, right? So milliseconds. Yeah, I was just wondering, can I put a new date? Can I do that? Yep. That get me the day. Nope, still Saturday. Oh yeah, because today is Saturday. But if I'm using, the problem was when I had it as a string input. So I think what I want is, can't you write it like this? Can't you put the time zone at the end of date? Oh wow, that's a long documentation here. That was a mean question, Kai, and we're not even solving it the way you suggested. So here's a time string. Where can I put the time zone in a time string? JavaScript, date, time zone in string. Oh, like a +0 at the end, maybe? Yeah, but so I want to work with that string because that's what I originally had. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, we should have just counted the days in a mathy way instead of getting us into a time zone mess. Okay, so how do I get European time here? No, that's the format. That's not what I want. The date string needs to match date.parse. Okay. So date.parse GMT. Still Saturday, but it is Sunday tomorrow. I don't understand this. Okay, given a date string assumes a local time zone, but given an ISO format, which we are using, it will assume UTC. Well, that is awesome. Moment.js is the one I need. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're just not gonna do the string. We will use date, year, month, and then the first day, and then we do get day if that is equal to 0. So we do 171. And I'll make a mental note that I never want to work on anything that involves dates. Really surprised anything works at all if dates are this terrible. Well, I guess if I do need it, I will use moment.js and not rely on dates. Okay, awesome. And if anybody feels like digging into this, let me know next week or on Twitter what your solution was. All right. I think that's it for today. Thanks everybody for joining. That was fun. I kind of did appreciate that we got ourselves into like time zone hell. I'll try to get a longer problem for next time that's more representative of what we would do in an interview, like something more data structure heavy. And so we're not like randomly going to Project Euler and trying weird time zone things. I do appreciate the solution here where I don't have to worry about how long is a month and leap years, and I'm just like, date, do it for me. Okay. Thanks for joining everybody. Have a good weekend and see you next week. Bye bye.